What's up, guys? Bones, Cass, and Robert from Slasher Radio here, and we are going to be going over, breaking down, reacting to all those things to the Scream 7 trailer that just dropped yesterday. And we have a special guest from the Slasher Report, the Boogeyman. What's going on, Boog?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
How's everybody doing? Robert? Cassandra?
I'm doing good. I am doing great. Smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
Hit that bell. Hit that
That's
bell.
important.
Get all the notifications.
Very important.
This is why you're not allowed onto YouTube. This right here.
R's in the chat also.
Oh, God, we don't have a chat. All right, moving forward. Also worth noting, too, by the way, we all have super strong, well, Rob probably the least, but still kind of have super strong opinions about the Scream franchise. And specifically, this movie.
All different too.
I think
For the
I
most
kind
part.
of don't have super strong opinions about the franchise.
You don't, but you're hard fast in how you feel about them, though. Scream 7, the trailer just dropped. Super excited. This has been, we can call it a battle to conserve time, right? This movie's been a little, it's had a rocky road.
A little bit.
A little bit. But we're here now. We didn't know if this movie was going to get made. There's been a lot of turmoil about it, but the trailer's out. The movie's coming. February what? You would think I would have looked that up,
I think
right?
it's the 27th.
27th, yeah.
Thank you.
6, 7.
That's getting bleeped.
Oh, yeah. 6,
Oh my
7.
God.
6, 7. Yeah, that's hilarious. I love it.
That's crazy.
I have to, Mikey. For me to say 6, 7 is a public service because I'm an old, and once we start saying it, the kids will stop.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you're an old?
Yeah.
An old. Wow.
Yeah. And so once us olds start saying it, then the kids will stop. So I just
Okay.
got to accelerate that process.
Ah, reverse psychology. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're really against it, but you're trying
yeah.
to, you're taking the hit for all of us to stop it.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Plus, I can annoy you with it for a little while.
It's very annoying. Yeah.
I'm just shaking my head this whole time.
Yeah. Welcome, Bug. We're pretty, you happy you're here now?
6, 7. That's
I
crazy.
feel like that's normal for people who join us. They just, shake their head.
All right, so we are going to play this trailer.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a motion detector.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter. Reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney. Not this time.
Down to the end.
I want to be a fighter like you. If you hurt her.
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
Let's unmask this fucker.
All your friends died for just being near you.
Where is my daughter? Tatum, listen to me. He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall. Where? To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now! Oh, you got it. He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother...
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, all right. Scream 7 trailer's here. We just synced it.
Hold on. I don't know how to stop it. There we go.
That's so
Dear
good.
God.
Okay.
You're an old indeed.
Yeah.
An old.
All right. Anybody want to go first?
There's nothing that I saw in this trailer that makes me believe this movie's going to be anything better than average.
Jesus Christ.
How's that for a start?
Oh God.
My super strong opinion is that the Scream as a franchise is fine.
That's crazy.
People love it way too much and give it way too much credit when half the movies are bad.
That's not true though.
That's
It is
insane.
true.
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
The third one's bad, the fourth one's bad, the sixth one's bad.
The third
Jesus
one's not
Christ.
that bad. The fourth one's really good. And the sixth one, I agree. It's border bad.
So, but this one, I mean, based on this trailer, it looks fine, right? Like it'll be fine. And I'm sure everybody will run around and talk about how it's the greatest movie ever made.
Robert.
So who hurt you as a kid?
I'm just, it is my
Ghostface,
belief.
apparently.
Scream fans are among the most annoying fans in all of horror. Second only to Terrifier fans.
Now, why is that?
Because they don't shut up about how good these mediocre movies are.
Maybe because they're not mediocre and you're just wrong about them.
They're not, there's nothing special about any of them. They're fine. They're slasher movies. They're fine.
I don't know. So, like, for me personally, I think the slasher movie, why it's so important is because when the original Scream came out, it literally just resurrected the horror in this genre because it was in its dying stages in the 89, 90 with all those cheesy films that were getting really tired and old with the stories and it was getting really crummy and bad. And then with Kevin Williamson and Wes Craven, they resurrected that with Scream. And that's holds so much importance to that. And I think that's why it's where it's at in its popularity.
I agree with that. I agree that Scream, the first one, is amazing, but it gets too much love as a franchise as a whole. Just like all the other franchises, honestly. Like, all the other franchises have bad entries too, and Scream does too, but Scream fans refuse to admit that. They just refuse to accept that any of these movies could be bad, when 3 of them are in fact bad.
That's not, you're
I
wild.
disagree with that.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from, the sources, because I mean, like for me personally, like I'm a big Scream fan, so I could say that Scream 3 is definitely not in my list to say that it's amongst the greats, and that's because it got a completely different rewrite, and the story was something completely different originally, but because of something that happened in IRL that they had to change it completely. But
Right.
Scream 4, it's Scream 4 was something that was holding special because it's been such a long time. I think it was released at the wrong time. I think it was, again, it was towards that era. I think it was like 2010, 2011, where it was kind of starting to fade out in the horror again. But I think Scream 4 is definitely one of the best of the series, just because it shows a lot of like details in its characters of like the growth and how much they developed since they handled all of those events in Scream 1, 2, and 3.
Super important movie. I stand on that too.
Yeah.
But regardless how you feel about that one, this one specifically, Rob, you say it's fine. Cass?
I kind of dig it. I don't really like watching trailers. I've had this conversation with you guys before. I don't like watching trailers before the movie gets released because I pick up on a lot of things from a trailer. But I found that there wasn't too much given away in what happened and what was shown in the trailer, which is kind of good. I do really like the fact that her daughter's name is Tatum. That's probably my favorite thing.
Yeah.
In the trailer, to be honest. I go in with low expectations because when these movies continuously keep getting released in February, there's a reason why they're getting released in February, because it's not the best month to release a film to begin with. So I always go in, especially for a franchise that I love like Scream, I always go in with low expectations so that when I actually see it in the theater, I enjoy it more than I expected I was going to.
Yeah, she's got a point about the release time because Scream 4 came out in April and it wasn't the greatest time either. The year and the month.
All right. Well, I have been very open about me being afraid of this movie. We did our top 100 horror movies of all time on Slasher Radio. My number 1 was Scream. That is something I battled with too. Number 2 was Dream Warriors, but it was tough. I love Scream. Huge Scream fan. I don't want to see my favorite franchise crash and burn. And I didn't like 6 at all. Gone over my problems with it. It was the world's longest trailer for Scream 7 of what it was supposed to be at that time, is my opinion. And that was the beginning. I was like, oh my God, Scream 5 was great. Here we are in 6. I'm so excited. And it was and there were signs. It was in fucking New York, and then Nev Campbell didn't sign back on, and then everything, that whole debacle that happened, it just got worse and worse. Like the snowball was rolling down the hill. And dude, what I've seen from this movie, I don't like. I've been very public about how I don't like Stu coming back.
Rude.
That's how I feel about it. Like, it infuriates me.
He's been very vocal with me on that.
Yeah,
I say it all the time.
same.
I don't hide it. Now everybody's coming back. Like you guys said, Cass, you mentioned that, oh my God, Sydney's daughter's name is Tatum. Just bring Tatum back at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least
Yeah.
they just named the character Tatum and didn't bring fucking Tatum
Why
back.
not? Why not? Bring her back. Fuck it, right? Everybody else come back.
I feel like out of all the deaths too of like characters that this franchise is bringing back, hers is probably the most recoverable. Like the easy, like
she's the least dead.
She might have been actually dead. She might have just been passed out. Like if there was someone to bring back, it'd probably be her, and that's who I would root for because she's like my girl when it comes to horror females and in the genre. But fuck, man, I agree with Mikey on that. I don't like the whole bringing everyone back. There's like one character that I wish they brought back and they didn't, and that's Patrick Dempsey. It doesn't make sense why he wouldn't show his face. I was saying this to you earlier, Mike, like why be in Thanksgiving but not in Scream? I don't get it.
All right, so that being said, I feel like this movie, going into, even before the trailer drop, is a huge, hey, please stop being mad at us and come see our movie. Please, please, pretty please, is what it came across as to me, honestly, from Spyglass. Pull all the strings, do everything you gotta do, fan service up the wazoo, and get people in the fucking theaters because we're kind of not looking great right now. No matter which side you're on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. It hurt, like their decision hurt them. And it was a dumb decision that they made, in my opinion. That's a whole nother story though. As for the trailer, it looked fine. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that. Honestly, what pisses me off is it looks pretty fucking good.
It feels like a Scream 5. Like it bringing things back into a more polished way.
I agree with that.
I get the feeling that the stuff that we see in Stu Macher's house there at the beginning of the trailer is going to be the open of the movie.
Yes.
100%.
That's what it feels like very strongly to me. And so that's okay because it's kind of fun. They're playing with the idea of it being like an Airbnb or whatever, which they do that every now and then.
Which it is in real life.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of fun. I don't mind that. I don't understand why there's a house that's on fire and Ghostface is lighting a match. Like, it's already on fire. You don't need another match. Job done. Like, you're just wasting matches now. You're like bragging about how much money you have to spend on matches. Like, what are you doing?
Fair point.
I don't know. It looks good.
It does.
But this the thing, like watching it the whole time, I feel like I'm watching Stu. Like you gave it away because you had to get people in seats.
Right. Well, they actually, yes, and I have seen some things where like people were mentioning that with this trailer, you notice that they didn't actually like reveal Stu at all, or that they didn't even know that Stu is alive. But there's a lot of hints and like the way he's talking, like some of the things he's saying. Obviously, he's like coming, like it's him, it's returning, and like you hear him at the end of the trailer.
Yeah,
where we grew up
reminds me of where we grew up.
But here's the thing about that, right? So you don't see Dewey at all in this, and he's coming back. David Arquette's coming back, but you hear in the middle of the trailer, you hear his voice. Now, here's another thing: you hear him, you hear his voice, and you hear Stu's voice at the end. And we know that Roman's coming back.
Yeah.
And he was already dead in Scream 3. He's coming back most likely as flashbacks. And I think there's a lot of that going to take effect. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of Scream 3 references and a lot of that formality back into Scream 7, where Ghostface is using a voice modular again. Yeah. And mimicking the voices of, Stu and doing them. That could be a thing too.
Well, I know Roger L. Jackson obviously is voicing Ghostface. That's a given, but he sounds different. It doesn't it doesn't sound like 100% like the OG. I don't know. There's a little bit of a different tone in his voice in this film.
He's getting older.
I noticed that too, Cass. But yeah, the dude's getting old, man. What are you gonna do?
I know he's getting older, but he's using a fucking voice changer. They have ways to make it still sound very similar. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just a thing because he's aging. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but he does sound different.
He sounds different from the first movie too, and that's just, I think it's just because of the age, like because a lot of it is just his voice, and they barely touch his voice for like the post stuff, but yeah, I think there might be some module stuff into it for sure.
But what's your overall? And you already have your video out on the Slasher Report. You broke this down already, so people and everybody can go watch that too for like an extended version of because you got into it.
I got carried away. Yeah.
You should.
I really got into it.
It's good though. But overall, watching this trailer, you've been super excited for it. The opposite of me. How do you feel?
Yeah, I was. I came with expectations, and I came out like more excited than It definitely fulfilled my expectations. Like I think it's looking incredible. I think the pitch is right. Because since Melissa and them are gone, and Jen Ortega's gone, it's like, how else can you continue this franchise? And I think this is a great new opening. It's a great new opening act where I feel like it's going to be set with another trilogy possibly. And I say that, it's just like, when I say that, I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, like especially Rob, he's probably gonna be like, oh, another like trilogy. But like,
I rolled my eyes, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, but it's like I was saying earlier, like Scream is very important. It really is, because it resurrected slasher. It resurrected the horror genre, and I feel like it should be as respected. By the way, yeah, twice.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank God, because without it, we never would have gotten I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh my God.
Scream 4 though, so the original and Scream 4, dude. I mean, horror was in a great place when Scream 5 came out already. I feel like it added to it greatly having an OG back. But yeah, no, you did it twice though. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I think it should be as respected as the Halloween franchise. Honestly, like it really holds its ground. It does. Think about it, man. Like we had.
All right. You've been drinking. It's all right.
Hear me out.
Rob just had a Red Fox moment.
Yeah, I love Scream, but I will never put it above Halloween.
But you have to think about that though, right? Because it's like, it's starting back from like Psycho 1960, that was like the grandfather roots there. And then we had Halloween, and that was like a big break. And then after like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, it faded, there was nothing else. And then Scream, came out, and that was huge.
I know that it brought back, the roots to the genre and stuff. I totally get that. And I'll always give it that credit, but I'll never put. I love Scream. I like between Halloween and Scream, I'll put Scream on before Halloween because Scream is just a fun movie.
All right, Cass, you've been drinking.
No, but honestly though, like any time of the year, like it doesn't have to be spooky season or, the fall to put on Scream. It's just a fun movie. I can put that on whenever and just have it on as background noise. With Halloween, like I need to sit down and watch it, But it looks good. The trailer does look good. I'm going in with low expectations though.
I could say, and that's funny you say that, because I could say the opposite. Like I could say this about Scream 7 from what I'm seeing in the trailer, and that's just me with the expectations towards this, is that I think this is going to be one of the best ones that they've done.
Isn't Hayden coming back for it too? Wasn't there a rumor recently saying that she's supposed to?
Sure.
But
bring them all back. Bring them all back.
Well, she didn't die in Scream 6. She did come back.
No, she didn't die in Scream 6. She didn't do anything in Scream 6. There was no reason for that character to be
there. What I am pissed off about, though? I wish Chad died. I like him as a character, but I wish he died. I'm sick of, like, them bringing in new people into a franchise and them, like, skating by every single movie. Like, that's one of my biggest problems with Stranger Things as a TV series, and I might get some hate for saying this, but I'm sick and tired of them bringing in new characters for us to fall in love with, for us to know that they're eventually going to die because they don't want to touch the main cast.
Keep in mind, though,
the core 4.
That is true.
Oh, so cheesy.
Throughout the first 4 films, that is true. But they came back, and we talked to Guy Busick and Jamie Vanderbilt on the show, Rob. And they were big on getting rid of some of that plot armor.
I remember. I was there.
And they killed Dewey in their first movie. And I still firmly believe in Scream 6, had Neve Campbell come back to reprise Sidney Prescott, she was going to be killed in that movie.
Probably, yeah.
I would have cheered that decision. And look, they could have killed anybody they wanted to, because they're just going to bring everybody back in this one, so it doesn't matter.
And that right there is my problem with it. It means nothing anymore. And Rob, as low as you are on Scream, you have to admit, David Arquette dying in Scream 5 was the biggest, like the most powerful moment we've gotten in horror in a long time.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. And I'm not low. I am only low on Scream. You know how I am, Mikey. I've got this thing when people keep constantly telling me how great something is, I push back. I don't dislike Scream. It's just I don't hold it to on this pedestal that everybody. I just don't understand. Like I'm like, have you watched the movies? But I loved 5 Cream. Like I thought that one was great. In fact, when we ranked the franchise, I told you I thought about putting Scream 5 above Scream. I thought it was amazing.
It was very good. It was very good. But at that point, we were all in on new trilogy. That's another thing too. Like you can get as mad about the new roll your eyes about all you want, Rob. You were in for that trilogy with that cast.
I like that cast. I like that cast a lot.
So it had so much promise, man. And then it just, but anyway, the point being, I do feel like they were trying to get rid of that plot armor with this new trilogy. You know, like that was their plan. They started it.
They were trying to get rid of it with Scream 5 and Scream 6. It's nothing but plot armor.
Absolutely.
No, I've said this before. No one dies in Scream 6. It's like the most attempted murder ever in a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's the biggest trailer ever. The longest trailer ever.
Yeah.
I feel like when Nev didn't come back, they fluttered.
They did. They 100% did.
Yeah. I heard she only had a small role, and that small role was just her getting killed off.
Probably. And she would have pulled Sally in the Netflix TCM and just said she's coming all movie to just pop up and die.
Lay down in the dirt or the dumpster and die.
And honestly, I would have wanted to be overpaid if you're going to make me do that stupid shit too. But we don't know for sure. But I feel like that was going to be the route. And they had to change things last minute. And we got what we got with Scream 6. But I don't know if you can bring back so many like you can't undo something so powerful and then it get me to believe you again. I have a big problem with that.
I agree, and that's why when I heard that Dewey's going to be in this one, I'm not pumped about it.
But you're okay with Stu.
But there's a difference though. We've had a lot of Dewey throughout the movies. Okay, he had a very, very good like final hurrah before he died. So they gave the send off to that character like chef's kiss. But with Stu, I want more. You know my love for Matthew Lillard. Okay, don't get me started.
It doesn't matter though. It's contradictive. He died.
If we're gonna bring back a whole bunch of people, where the fuck is Henry Winkler?
Dude, they oughta, bring back the Fonz right now.
Yeah, like come on, man. That's the missed opportunity.
Didn't he actually die in real life?
No, he's still alive.
No, he's alive.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
don't you be trying to kill off Henry Winkler, you son of a bitch. I will fight you right now.
Hey, I'm down with the Fonz, man. Don't worry about it. I just thought he did. My bad.
Side note, real quick. He was at Frightmare in the Falls one year, signing for Scream and stuff, and just the Fonz and everything. Had a whole bunch of young kids around his booth with like a whole bunch of moms. Obviously, no brainer. It's Henry Winkler. And he was giving out like children's books and like reading a children's book at a horror convention with this massive crowd around him. And that was my experience meeting him. And he is the sweetest fucking man. And I wish he would be back in Scream because that'd be sweet.
But,
might as well. Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Yeah, bring him back.
Or Jamie Kennedy.
I don't think they're really bringing these people back, though. I'm still sticking by. I think it's going to be some sort of AI thing.
Yeah, and he might be right on that. If you think about it, we might be believing ourselves that they're confirmed back and that they're confirmed alive or whatever, but they might not be. You know, where like what I was talking about with the voice module and stuff, and that they're pretending to be like they're back or whatever. Because if you hear intentionally is put into the trailer, I don't know if you heard it at all or missed it, but like throughout the whole trailer, you keep hearing Ghostface saying hello in a faded distance, like a ghost from the past.
You and you this time.
And it's been said so many times throughout the trailer. And I think that's a big part of like what they're trying to tell us, that what the story is that this particular person, whoever's behind Ghostface here, is that he's trying to bring the ghosts of the past back, but they're not actually alive. So like Dewey, Stu, they might all just be dead. And that we're here to believe and think that they are alive. And we can hear the voices, their new lines, being recorded and stuff, but it could be through the voice module and like AI technology stuff.
Yeah, the only problem I have with that theory is you don't cast Emma Roberts for her voice. I need to see them eyes on screen.
No, I'm good with not seeing her at all or hearing her.
Rob has a thing for her crazy eyes. See, my problem with that is, and don't get me wrong, but that is a much better route. I will be light years less mad if that's how they do it. But my problem with that is, you already did it with Billy and Five. You know, and it was, dude, I lost my shit sitting in that theater when I seen fucking Billy Loomis. I lost my shit.
I did
too, but in a very different way.
Oh, fuck you. That was, Rob, that was incredible.
That was the one thing I hated about Five Cream. I almost threw my popcorn at the screen when his dumb ass popped up on that screen. Like, get out of here with this Force Ghost bullshit.
That must be your worst take ever. That was I
stupid.
Lost it. But that doesn't, like, I don't know. It just seems like that's an old horse then at that point, right? No?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's, you know, it plays into Sam's character more than anything. I think that's, you know, and because it's like, it's show and tell. It's like, you know, because she's battling with like these internal thoughts and stuff like that, and these feelings, you know, that her father was a serial killer and stuff. And I think you got to show that a little bit. You know, it helps pleases the fans too. But like, I think definitely a show and tell effect where, you know, it shows us that she's going through this, you know, mental moments here, that she's imagining these, you know, scenarios, and that, you know, he's there, putting a voice in her head, trying to turn her into the next Ghostface. And that's what Richie and them were trying to do. That was the whole plot of Scream 5.
Yeah. Also, to the point of you guys' theory with the voice change module being a big thing in it, I did notice when Ghostface sat up in one of the scenes in the trailer, you heard that robotic breath.
Yeah.
And it seemed...
He did a Michael Myers sit-up. It pissed me off.
Oh, he did do a Michael Myers sit-up. But I'm talking about that breath, that like, it felt Terminator-ish. Like, you know, like, and I feel like it was super corny to see Ghostface do that, and I kind of hated it. But if you're going to make the voice changer a thing again and really put it in, like, in the front of the story in a way like you guys are talking about, I could, if they do that, I don't mind it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's important. I think it's extremely important because, like I said, I think it's bringing a lot of Scream 3 back with the whole voice module thing and AI stuff.
That's what I was gonna say though. Like, Mikey, you're talking about like, you know, the stuff feeling like a retread from Scream 5, but they already did the voice module thing in Scream 3, so it's we're covering that same ground again anyway.
But that's Ghostface's thing though. Like, he's always, they had the app, like, you know, it's just kind of in his character. Yeah, but you're utilizing it more in this movie. That's fine.
It doesn't make any sense in Scream 3 because that technology did not exist, and it was like, all right, fine. We don't really have technology that works that way now, but okay.
Yeah.
Jason was in space and you liked it. We can get past the fucking voice changer.
Dude, Jason in space is amazing. If they put Ghostface in space, it might be the best one of the fucking whole franchise.
Oh, good God, Rob.
You're rage baiting. You're so rage baiting this.
All you alien noise.
Listen to that. Listen to that.
Just curious to see how they execute this whole Stu Macher thing, because, like, for me, it's a big deal that he's coming back. He's next to Tatum. He's my favorite, you know, in the franchise, and I just love Matthew Lillard because he's just great. So I hope they execute it well. I don't think they will, because, again, I'm going with low expectations, and I think it's going to bomb, and I feel like I'm not going to like it, but I'm also a very hard critic when it comes to the before watching of a film.
All right. Real quick, though. Do you guys think Stu is the killer?
No.
That's too obvious.
I'm 50-50, honestly.
I feel like it's too obvious that he's going to be the killer.
At first, I was like, yes, 100%. Obviously, like, they made a big point about it, especially in the very first teaser video, which was Matthew Lillard on Instagram posting that he's back as Stu Macher. But I think they're intentionally doing that to us for a reason, to throw us off. So that's the 50-50 that I'm thinking.
My thought is that he's going to help Sydney. He's not gonna be the bad guy. He's gonna be the good. That's my thought.
I'd hate that, I feel like.
I know, me too, but I feel like that's the direction that they might go. I think that he's gonna come in and try to help.
You have a sweet spot for Matthew Lillard.
I do.
You gotta start being unbiased, guys. Jesus Christ. I love Matthew Lillard too, but come on, dude. You can't just ignore everything because Matthew Lillard's doing it.
He's feeling a little woozy.
I know if you walked outside and Matthew Lillard was taking a shit on your windshield, you just wouldn't say nothing and just let him do it? Probably would.
No.
Yeah, you would.
You see how she does anything?
Yeah. No. I'd be like, what the fuck you doing? Clean that up and then come inside.
That's a problem too, though. Honestly, like, just fucking hang out with a dude with a shitty ass. That's crazy.
Canadians are polite.
I have a bidet.
That's the
Of
problem
course
with
you
it too.
do.
Matthew Lillard is so beloved. It's like you're not going to get a fair opinion from people like Cass. Not to make fun, but honestly, right or wrong.
As much as I'm happy that he's gonna be in this movie, there's a part of me that's like, why? There's a part of me that's
right.
I know that bringing all these people that have supposedly died in the past back, I'm not a fan of it. Am I excited to see what they do with it? Sure, why not? Because like I hope that they do it in a good direction and it pays off for them and it's enjoyable to watch. But like they can stay dead in the franchise. You don't have to bring everyone back. And when you bring too many people back, it's just too much and it seems too repetitive. And it's just like it defeats the purpose of someone dying, like you said earlier. Like, is this a joke or is this serious?
It's playing like the Ghost of Christmas Past. Like I said, like in that trailer, you hear him saying hello so faintly throughout the whole thing intentionally, and that's like bringing. That's why I counted. That was five times, I think, 5 or 6 that he said hello. And I'm trying to think of like all the killers in the past, and of importance to Sydney. And so I'm wondering if that like has some kind of factor to it or not. But they might just all be dead, and they're just trying to be voices of the past, like haunting Sydney,
like
playing
a
with her
ghost in
mind.
her head.
Yeah, but not the sense of like sample, like Ghostface using those voices to like mess with her.
I'd be all right. I'd be much better with that.
We've seen ghosts in this franchise before. Remember we had Sydney's mom as a ghost or whatever the hell that was in Scream 3?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a weird scene, wasn't it?
My guess for the killer is Randy. Randy wasn't really dead. He comes back. He's mad because Sydney moved
Could you
on. And he always had a
imagine?
crush, and he's trying to murder.
That would be amazing. I love Randy.
I would lose my shit, dude. And that's a big fuck up for this, like, because they were in such a bad place after Scream 6 and all that stuff. They had to announce Matthew Lillard. They had to get people in those theaters, dude. And what better of a way? That was bigger than bringing Sydney back at that point, honestly.
Or Randy kills fucking Stu.
It's a shame that you wasted that moment on his Instagram instead of letting the fans see it in the theater. And we were talking about this last night, Boog, that I'm so against Stu coming back. But if you let me sit here and be mad about it, knowing he's back, instead of doing what you wanted to do with it and presenting it in the way you want to present it and letting me give it a chance based on seeing it. I'm going in mad. And it's hard to win someone over, let alone when you already pissed them off. If they could get that with Randy, though,
yeah. Would you have preferred them not say anything and then you watch that trailer and you hear Stu's voice at the end?
No, I would have wanted to see it in the theater. You have to do that in the theater.
Right, but like you said, they're not. The whole reason they're bringing all these people back is to get people in the theater. So they're not going to keep that a secret.
Yeah, yeah. But that's if you were going to do it, that's how you would do it.
Yeah, no, that would be ideal. But I mean, that just doesn't really happen anymore.
It would be ideal. It would be ideal from a fan, not from a new fan.
But if they could pull that off of Randy, though,
yeah, that'd be sick.
Shit, goddamn.
I feel like I already know who the killer is in Scream 7.
Who's your call?
It's Stu's sister, because remember the nephew got killed off in the 5th one. And I feel like as cheesy as like these reveals are in the last like 2 or 3, like from Scream 4, 5, and 6, they all had cheesy reveals. We already guessed, like majority already guessed who the killers are before the movie ends, and before the big reveal. I feel like that's going to be another case scenario where if it's not Stu Macher and it's that theory of like, this Ghostface using all these voices from the past, the ghosts, that it's the sister. She burns down the house. She's tired of it all. You killed the nephew. You killed her brother. She's going after Sydney. She's cutting the last strain.
Interesting. Yeah, I would like them to stick the fucking landing too. It'd be nice at the end. My only problem with Scream 5 was the reveal. Only problem.
Dude, it was recreating the Scream again. It was the same kind of ending, and so was Scream 6 with what was it, the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take early bets to see if Ice Nine Kills does a Ghostface, some sort of Ghostface song collab thing with Matthew Lillard?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm seeing them next month.
Are you?
Deal.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're coming. Him and Skeet are coming out this way next month. I'm getting tickets. I'm gonna go see them.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna ask him, like, all right, come on, man, just tell me you and me. Who's the killer? Are you really alive? For
For real. Hell yeah. All right, well, that's Scream 7. Everybody in the comments, let us know what you think about the trailer, what you think about how they're going to use Stu, all these things. Just let us know your thoughts on this one. Boogie, thank you very much for joining us, man. Let everybody know the Slasher Report.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Definitely check it out.
Yes, Slasher Report on YouTube. All right, guys.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and R's in the chat.
Yep, ours in the chat are the most important thing.
I'm disgusted. Good night from Slasher Radio. Jesus Christ.